The streaming wars have become the modern entertainment battlefield, and at the center of this global fight are two titans, Netflix and Disney+. On one side, you have Netflix, the pioneer, the platform that practically invented binge-watching and turned streaming into a lifestyle. On the other, Disney+, the juggernaut that came in swinging with one of the most powerful arsenals of content ever assembled, backed by nearly a century of beloved characters and stories. But here's the question that keeps subscribers, investors, and Hollywood executives awake at night. Who's really winning the streaming war? Netflix, let's be honest, started as the underdog. Back in the late 1990s, it was nothing more than a DVD rental service, mailing discs to people's homes. Then, with one bold move, it shifted to online streaming and left Blockbuster in the dust. It became a cultural force. Suddenly, people weren't waiting week to week for shows anymore. They were devouring entire seasons in a weekend. Netflix and chill became more than a phrase. It was a lifestyle. For years, Netflix stood unchallenged, gathering subscribers worldwide, throwing billions into original content, and expanding into every genre imaginable, from prestige dramas to trashy reality shows, to global hits like Squid Game. But then came Disney+. Launched in late 2019, it wasn't just another streaming service. It was the House of Mouse opening its vault and saying, "You want Star Wars? We've got it. Marvel? We own that. Pixar? Ours. Oh, and don't forget about classics like The Lion King, Frozen, and Aladdin." Disney+ didn't enter the streaming world quietly. It crashed the gates with an army of franchises that had already proven their worth at the box office. Within a year, it racked up tens of millions of subscribers, something it took Netflix nearly a decade to achieve. That's not just growth, that's domination by sheer brand power. So, where do things stand now? Let's look at the numbers. Netflix currently sits at over 270 million global subscribers, spread across nearly every country you can imagine. Its strength lies in reach. People in South Korea, Brazil, Nigeria, and beyond are tuning into Netflix originals made in their own languages, giving it a truly international footprint. Disney+, by comparison, is sitting at around 150 million subscribers. That's still massive, but here's the catch. Much of Disney+'s audience comes from a handful of markets like the United States, India, and Western Europe. While Disney is strong, its growth has slowed, and in some places, it's even lost subscribers. Netflix, meanwhile, keeps adapting, experimenting, and clawing back whenever people think it's peaked. But here's where the battle gets tricky. Content is king, and the two platforms couldn't be more different. Netflix bets on quantity and variety. It wants something for everyone. Spanish crime dramas like Money Heist, Korean thrillers like Squid Game, rom-coms, true crime docs, and, yeah, endless reality dating shows that are guilty pleasures for millions. Disney+, however, doesn't play the numbers game. It plays the franchise game. Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, National Geographic. Each one of these could anchor its own service, but Disney bundles them into one irresistible package. Want your kids entertained? Disney+ is a no-brainer. Want the latest Avengers spin-off or a new Mandalorian episode? Again, Disney+ is where you go. Still, there's a danger in relying too heavily on franchises. Marvel fatigue is real. Star Wars oversaturation is real. Audiences love these worlds, but they also want fresh stories, and this is where Netflix thrives. Netflix doesn't need a cinematic universe, it takes risks. Some fail miserably. Others, like Stranger Things, The Crown, or Bridgerton, become cultural phenomena. Netflix thrives on surprise hits, the kind of shows that nobody saw coming, but everyone can't stop talking about. Disney+ doesn't really surprise you, it gives you what you already know you want. And then there's the money question. Netflix spends over $17 billion a year on content. That's more than most Hollywood studios combined. But it comes with a price. Netflix is loaded with debt, always needing to churn out new shows to keep subscribers hooked. Disney, meanwhile, has deep pockets from its theme parks, merchandise, and theatrical releases. But here's the irony. Disney Plus has struggled financially. Despite its huge subscriber base, it's been bleeding billions in losses because running a streaming service is expensive, and not even Marvel superheroes can print money fast enough. Netflix, for all its ups and downs, has managed to remain profitable. It's like a marathon runner, always pacing itself, always focused on the long game. Ah, another battlefield, huh? Distribution and innovation. Netflix has really perfected the global model, releasing shows in over 90 countries at the same time, dubbing and subtitling content for every market. Disney Plus, on the other hand, has been a bit slower to expand, partly because of those complicated licensing deals and regional restrictions. And let's not forget Netflix's crackdown on password sharing. It was a move that sparked outrage at first, but ultimately it boosted subscribers. It was a risky gamble, but hey, it worked. Disney Plus, well, they haven't dared to push their users that way, at least not yet. Still, it would be foolish to underestimate Disney's brand. I mean, think about it. Netflix has to constantly remind you what to watch, but Disney, they don't have to do that. If you're a parent, Disney Plus is practically mandatory, and if you're a Marvel or Star Wars fan, it's unavoidable. Disney owns nostalgia, and nostalgia is one of the most powerful weapons in entertainment. Kids who grew up watching Frozen, they'll grow into teens who love Marvel, and then adults who revisit classics with their own children. That's a subscriber pipeline that could last, well, forever. So, who's winning the war? In sheer numbers and global dominance, Netflix still wears the crown. It's bigger, broader, and more diversified. But Disney Plus isn't really playing the same game. It's playing the long game of brand loyalty. Netflix wants to be the world's TV. Disney Plus wants to be the family's forever companion. And the truth is, both can win. Because most people don't choose just one. They choose both. The real losers? Well, that would be cable companies, old school broadcasters, and anyone still clinging to DVD collections. But here's the twist. The war isn't just between Netflix and Disney Plus. Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV Plus, HBO Max, Peacock, Paramount Plus, they're all in the ring too. What we're really watching isn't just a fight between two giants, but a battle royale for the future of entertainment. And the audience, you and me, hold the remote that decides who survives. So, the next time you're scrolling late at night, trying to pick between Netflix's endless catalog and Disney Plus's shiny franchises, just remember this: you're not just choosing what to watch. You're casting your vote in a billion-dollar war that's reshaping Hollywood itself. And the final winner? That's a story still being written. One episode, one movie, one binge at a time. If you love diving into these streaming battles and uncovering the truth behind your favorite platforms, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Tell me, are you Team Netflix, Team Disney Plus, or both? Because in this war, every viewer counts.